First and foremost,
hello, viewers, and welcome back to Healthy Living with BOFA. I'm your host, Betsy Olayinka Folani Akinlosotu, aka BOFA. This program features multiple segments which bring unique perspective to topic ranging from today's news to wellness, and that is circle of life. On nutrition segment, we educate and sensitize people on living their way into a healthy and beautiful body. While our feedback segment promotes both our farmers and our local foods. The health segment brings information on conditions and how to maintain and prevent any sort of health challenges. And lastly, the interview segment features professionals, experts, and experienced people such as health practitioners, educators, farmers, nutritionists, entrepreneurs, fitness experts, humanitarian, and entertainment, and so on. Right now, we want you guys to understand one thing that is sure, and that is promoting health and wellness. Like I always say on this program, that wellness is all about everything around us. It is not about your body, but your mind, your spirit, your emotions, career, finances, our environment, and our community. And at this time, our community is sick, including people in our community. Looking at the situation in Nigeria at this time, in fact, all the 8 aspects of wellness have been affected. In few minutes, you'll be hearing from our guest on this show today, who happens to be one of the youth leaders and the initiator of the protest in Nigeria. Right now is our health segment. On this segment, our host, Busola Akinlosotu, will be educating us, especially men, on breast cancer. Why men? Because many people believe that breast cancer is only women's disease. Let's hear from our host.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, good evening. Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about cancer, especially. So in this segment, welcome to Health's Corner. In this segment or edition, I'll be mostly talking about common diseases such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease, such as high blood pressure, hypertension, heart failure, and stroke. And also dementia and Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, asthma, kidney disease, liver disease, and much more. But today I'm going to focus in on cancer. Now let's jump to the topic of today. Men can have breast cancer too. This is not a myth. What is breast cancer? What is breast cancer? Breast cancer is a form of cancer that occurs in the breast or chest of an individual. Most doctors classify the cancer in the breast as a lump, being that this type of cancer takes place in the cell or chest of a breast or of an individual. Symptoms and early detection of breast cancer include 1. New lump in the breast or underarm, also known as armpit. 2. Thickening or swelling of part of the breast. 3. Irritation or dimpling of breast skin. 4. Redness or flaky skin in the nipple area or the breast. 5. Pulling in of the nipple or pain in the nipple area. 6. Nipple discharge other than breast milk, including blood. 7. Any change in size or shape of the breast. 8. Pain in any area of the breast. Now let's head over to our statistics. Breast cancer can occur in women and rarely in men. There are more than 200,000 cases per year. For babies 0 to 2 years, toddlers to 3 to 5 years, children 6 to 13 years, it is extremely rare. While in teenagers 14 to 18 years, it is very rare. And in young adults 19 to 40 years, it is just rare. However, in adults 41 to 60 years and seniors 60 plus years, breast cancer is common. Now, how can we help tackle these forms of breast cancer? Treatment. Our treatment number 1 is surgery. The purpose of surgery is to remove the cancer and the surrounding normal tissue, such as mammoplasty, plastic surgery to increase or reduce the size in breast or reconstruct the breast. Lymph node dissection, surgical removal of the lymph node, tissue expansion, insertion of balloon under the skin and then gradually expanding it to stretch and grow the skin and surrounding tissue. Number 2 for our treatments, medical procedure, such as teletherapy, radiation therapy that uses x-rays and other high energy beams to destroy the cancer cells and shrink tumors. Radiation therapy, treatment that also uses x-rays and other high energy rays to kill abnormal cells. Third, for our treatments, medication, estrogen modulator. It mimics the effects of estrogen on various tissues, including breast, bones, and reproductive organs. Chemotherapy is a very common medication that is used for cancer and also specifically breast cancer. Unwanted reaction to drugs given for the purpose of killing cancer cells. Hormone-based chemotherapy treats hormone sensitive to cancer. Bone health. Lastly, we've all heard of this medication before. It helps strengthen bones and builds bones. Now let's head over to our key takeaways. Number 1, breast cancer is the most common causes of women's death. Number 2, it is estimated that 42,690 people, 42,170 women, and 520 men will die from breast cancer this year. 3, despite the cases of death, there is various types of treatment fit for each situation. Lastly, let's all remember, pink for women, blue for men. Men get it too. I'm your host, Oluwabusola, signing off. Have a blessed day. See you next time on Health's Corner.
Welcome back from health segment to nutrition segment. On nutrition segment, let us look at healthy food to prevent or maintain cancer. If you want to prevent cancer, you must eat the following food. Number 1 food you must live on is food that is rich in vitamin D. Vitamin D have an anti-cancer properties, also promote healthy bone metabolism, and help prevent depression. Vitamin D can be found in such food as eggs, fish, and fortified food. Another food you want to live on is the food that is rich in vitamin A. We call it retinol. It is an antioxidant that fights free radicals. It fights cancer by blocking DNA mutations in cancerous cells. It is also supports skin and eye health. In general, you want to eat the following foods to prevent any cancer, especially in women. Vitamin B6, also known as folate. It is a water-soluble vitamin that plays a central role in fetus development and cervical cancer prevention. So you want to eat food that is rich in vitamin B9. Another food you want to make sure you live on is vitamin B2 food. It is known as riboflavin. It helps to prevent cervical cancer and also other health conditions. Another food you want to live on, you want to make sure you are eating regularly, is the food that is rich in selenium vitamins. It is an antioxidant property, and it also reduces the risk of prostate cancer. Men, note that it is reduces prostate cancer. I want you to note that. So you want to eat the food such as sardines, oysters, clams, shrimp, salmon fish, and crabs. These are the food you can get selenium from. They contain amounts of between 40 and 65 micrograms. Right now, you also want to take note, and which is very important, we have it in our homes. The food like garlic, onions, and so on, all slow the rate of tumor development. Take green tea. It's also associated with strengthening of the immune system. The phytochemicals in green tea help you women. If you have breast cancer, you're a breast cancer survivor, you want to make sure you take this food all the time. It makes you get better. There's nothing you can do. Now, let's look at the guidelines. Guidelines to maintain all the time in order to prevent or maintain your health conditions, especially if you are a cancer survivor. And what are these food or guidelines? You want to eat plenty of colorful fruits and vegetables, such as grapes, blueberry, green leafy vegetables, such as spinach, kale, all vegetables, efotete, shoko, and so on. All the vegetables you can lay your hands on in Nigeria or in any part of the world, they are considered leafy vegetables. Number 2, guidelines you want to sip green tea throughout your day. You also want to eat more tomatoes. Number 4, you want to choose 100% juice and whole grain breads, breakfast. Many people eat white bread. I'm not saying white bread is not good, but you have more carbohydrates in it than grain bread. The 5th one you want to do is you want to eat more fiber food. If you are living on amala, that is plantain powder, you want to substitute it to plantain powder. That has more fiber than regular yam powder. And lastly, you want to consider buying organic instead of processed or fertilized food. All these are very important, but let me let you know this. As an integrative nutrition specialist, there is something that we believe in, and these are what you eat are very important. Anything you eat in life, drink, eat fruit, whatever you eat, they are very important. And we want to consider what I call bio-individuality. And this bio-individuality means one man's food is another man's poison. What is good for me may not be good for you. So you want to look at your body system, how you react to food each time you eat that food, and see your reaction. And that's what we call allergies. If you have allergy to any food you drink, you eat, please stop eating such food and substitute it with another food that can equally give you the same nutrients your body needs. Drink more water all the time to detoxify yourself, to cleanse your system, and so on. Thank you for watching. We are now on interview segment. We're waiting on our guests to come in. I think our guests just, wow, right on time, right on time, right on time. Before I bring in our guests on the program today, let me quickly tell you that you can call into this program today to speak to our guests. And the first 2 guests to call in will be winning cash prize. And the number to call is +234 904 855 6501. And that is WhatsApp only. You can call in to WhatsApp because a lot of people in Nigeria will complain, oh, we can't get through or the cost is too much, and so on. So we want you to get in through WhatsApp because everybody can wait to speak to our guest on the program today. And our guest is on right time. We just have a guest, but before I introduce, let me give you the second number you can call into to speak to him. And the second number is international number +1 929 283 2653. That is the direct call. Please and please, it is important we wait until the announcement to call in is announced. Thank you for watching Healthy Living with BOFA. At this time, let me welcome our guest, Ambassador YOMI FABIYI, on the show today. YOMI FABIYI is a renowned Nigerian film actor, a director, a producer, and a master of ceremony. YOMI FABIYI is an award-winning actor and human rights activist ambassador. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know where to start from, but Mr. FABIYI, let me start my interview with you with this ambassadorship. First of all, I want to welcome you to the program. You're such a wonderful person. People can't wait to speak to you, to hear from you for what has been going on in Nigeria for the past 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I'm just excited. I can't wait too. Because a lot of confusion are everywhere. We don't know who to believe. We don't know what to do. We don't know who to listen to. It's just too ridiculous. So I want to welcome you to the program today. First of all, tell us your role as an ambassador, human rights activist ambassador. Tell us your role, your responsibility, because people are just looking at you. You're fighting for human rights. You leave everything behind where you're supposed to go and make money, but you left it behind. You are fighting for human rights. Tell us in a few minutes your role and responsibility as activist.
All right. Thank you so much for having me so much. I want to use this medium to say hello and to send my compliment to everybody listening to me wherever, all over the world. Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate. And straight to your question. First and foremost, we need to talk about human rights. Human rights is that right you have because you are a human being. And it is a known fact that every human being deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. That is the only way peace and development can be achieved. And of course, everybody loves peace. There is no way you want to be at peace with other person and you will respect the rights of the next person or the rights that is been enshrined in the law. So basically, this whole struggle and SARS, police brutality, is something that has been on my mind for a long time because as a human being, naturally, I hate oppression. Mm-hmm. And when I look at it, I said, there is no way this person will actually be patriotic. There is no way this person will actually appreciate this next person if you're using your position to oppress this other person. So I've been doing a lot on human rights personally until the American embassy in Lagos and Crowley, an NGO, came together and decided to say, okay, you're a worthy ambassador. A lot of people don't know what you have been doing, but we can see it. And we think being an ambassador, you'll be able to promote the frontier of human rights. And that is basically what I have been doing. Look at what we have today now, NSAS. Last year, 6th and 7th of February, I had to go into my savings, my account, pull up the millions I can, speak with some of my friends and fans, and we had a human rights summit on police brutality. You understand? We did that. Immediately we did that, we did a summit in Sheraton. I brought in Rugged Man, Ababa, TMO from TVC, people from all walks of life, human rights lawyers from United Nations, Amnesty International. People were wondering, why should an actor do this? Why don't you use your money to do launching so that people can come and dance and you make money? I said, no, I am interested in spending my money in what will liberate the society and people that I know and I don't know. And immediately, 2 months after, I did a movie on police brutality. Go on YouTube now. On Yoruba Wood, you see the movie Oni Kede. The movie came out, was released on the 2nd of October. You understand? On the 4th of October, by the time over 150,000 people saw the movie, SARS protests began.
Wow.
So people were wondering, like, this SARS stuff. There was no immediate issue. There was no present issue that started the protest. So what actually started it? Nobody knew. And it's because people are beginning to understand their role in the society. They're beginning to, like, you know what? Let me contribute in educating as an ambassador. Use all within your means to propagate the right message on human rights. Then people they'll be awoke at the same time, because education is life. So that is my role as an ambassador for human rights, because it's beyond activism. You need to include education into the whole process to make people get enlightened and know their rights and know how to stand for it.
Wow. That's a great one. Now, let me just say this. I shouldn't be asking you to tell us what SARS it's all about. We all know that. But for the benefit of people that doesn't have the clue about what SARS means, because people watching us right now, they don't, we have, majority of Nigerians and few Americans, they are just hearing SARS. They don't even know what that means. It's only Nigerians that have clue about what SARS means. In few seconds, tell us the goals you have for this SARS, hashtag end SARS. What is all about? Just tell us in a few seconds because of our time.
All right. SARS is a special anti-robbery squad that is meant to deal with crimes like robbery, kidnapping, and other related crimes. But unfortunately, the officers involved in this particular unit of police, they have no respect for human rights at all. And now, basically, what we're not saying is this. We're not saying police should not combat crime. Anywhere in the world, we need police. So the NSAS, which starts with the hashtag, we're not demanding that, number one, there should be a law. The president should, as a matter of fact, are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes,
the president, as a matter of fact, should
then turn right onto
give an executive order that torture should be prescribed in all law enforcement agencies in Nigeria.
That is one of the 5 profiles.
No. I respect the 5 of 5 that was first given. But I have to be honest with you, it looks like a weak demand, because we never converged completely to agree, because there was no leadership. So some actually thought this is about opening up about NSAS. But before we could come in, it's okay, fine, we've said out, but we need to improve on it. The second one, which is quite important, is that the president and all the stakeholders, the governors, should ban judges from accepting case file with paper interrogation or paper statement of suspects. We need video evidence of suspect interrogation. That is the only means for now judges should accept cases, because that is the only way you can nip police brutality in the bud. If not, they will coerce the suspect. There are so many things that rich men do, those oppressors, not just in government, even those exploiters that people are working under them. These people that are working in companies, they don't want their workers to talk because they want to exploit them. So when you speak, they make use of the police to lie against you that you stole in their company. That is why you've been arrested, and then they throw you into prison to silence you. But immediately we have a video means of action. Judges will have to look into the video to ascertain and to look at the status of the statement the suspect is giving. So that is when the judge will know, were you threatening him? The language you use is against the person's fundamental right. I am not going to accept this case. So immediately we know, then police will know we have to train officers to be able to speak, to be able to interrogate professionally. Because
Okay.
torture is the only means of interrogation in Nigeria. Investigation. Torture is the only means of major means of investigation in Nigeria. And that is why criminality increases and anarchy always loom.
All right, let me come in right there. We are hearing NSAS, and I want to believe that that is not even the problem in Nigeria. It's not about the brutality. Let me tell you this, because sociologists and political scientists have already determined, they show the study that aftermath of protest, repression of police, the results are almost identical in many studies of protests across the world. Let me establish some facts, universal facts, the truth. Now, we have been having series of demonstrations against police brutality and corruption in Nigeria. The first truth is this: violence is not a strategic aim of most protesters. In fact, protests like this, like the one that just happened in Nigeria, has never happened in Nigeria history. Never. Now, if NSAS is not really the issue we are tackling, we are fighting against in Nigeria, what is the goal? Is it to be heard because the other avenues available for achieving social changes, supply or anything simple, are not making any impact? What is that goal? Why is that starting with NSAS?
Okay, now,
do you use that one to bring everything in, or you just want the government to hear you all the problem that is going on in Nigeria?
1,000 feet.
Okay, now this is the basic truth. A free society is a free society is a society that can express itself and demand for other good things in governance. When you cannot express yourself, when you cannot demand accountability, you cannot get development. So the basic and the bane of freedom, a free society, is that oppression and brutality should be first taken away. That is the only tool the government and the oppressors will always use against any dissidents. Now, if you take that away from the society, whereby the police cannot be used to suppress, citizens cannot be thrown into jail for no crimes, people cannot be coerced, cannot be tortured,
in half a mile,
then politicians have no hiding place.
That's true.
That is why NSAS is just not just the brutality. The part of police setup was actually created to suppress and to kill the voice of the people, so that forever this nation, this race, will not be able to demand for their rights. All other things that will entrust you are free to talk and demand. That is where you can get any kind of development. But they know that if you have a tool to suppress, to kill them, to silence them, to torture them, they won't even demand for the one light. If you twist it, nobody will demand. The only reason why the Western world is going well is because a common man can demand accountability from anybody, and without being oppressed. Demand, you can force without being. Is the reason why they listen and they give development, because they can't afford protest. Protest is the only voice the masses has got, and the Nigerian system and whoever is aiding them with the brutality of police know that the moment the people can express themselves, can demand day and night what they want, the development, that is the end of. They cannot press again. Slavery has ended. NSAS is about. So immediately that is achieved, all development will start setting in naturally.
Turn right onto Wickham Road.
Do you understand now?
Yeah, I understand. Let me come in there, because your network is really bad, it's in and out. I know you are driving home, as we know that you are coming from a very important assignment and you are heading home, and that is why the network is in and out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, guest is having network glitch. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You're breaking up. I think the network is not really good on your side. Okay. Let's be waiting for our guests to reconnect, and we continue from where we stop. Right now, we want to be looking at what's happened in Nigeria, as in the shooting. The shooting that happens at Lekki has thrown a lot of confusions in the society, in the community. People are fighting. They don't know what to believe. In fact, family, a brother to sister fight. They are arguing that, oh, it is true, it is not true. There is shooting, people die, people, it's a lot of confusion out there. And our guest, I think, is going to tell us if he's at the shooting site or not. Is the best person to tell us. We that lives in diaspora, we have nothing to talk about than the videos and the posters people are posting here and there. So we don't really want to believe and live on false. So we want to hear from the horse mouth, and that is why we bring our guests on the program, being one of the protesters, in fact the initiator of this protest. And right now we are having issue with network failure. Again, if you want to call into the program, you are free to do so until our guests reconnect back on the show. And our number to call is WhatsApp only for this number is 234-904-855-6501. And that is WhatsApp only. If you want to call directly, you can call +1 929-283-2653. These are the number you can call. And the number is even showing right on the screen. You can copy the number from there. While we are waiting on our guests to reconnect, we want to appreciate all our guests, all our viewers, those that have been joining us, every Sunday on this program. We want to appreciate you, and we want to continue to please follow us on our Facebook, on our Instagram, and all our social media pages with the platform. We need your sponsorship. We need your partnership. We also need your donors. Please, donation is expected from you guys, and I believe you're going to do it because we are all working for humanity. Thank you so much. On advocacy today, I'm going to do that before if our guests reconnect, fine. If he couldn't reconnect, then we'll have to reschedule him to come back. But on our advocacy today, I will be talking on same diets and lifestyle that we can all have to help us get well, no matter the disease we are fighting against. And these are the things I will advise you to do. Please, number one is eat less meat, milk, sugar, and chemicalized food. And these are the artificial junk food we all live on every day. The next one you want to do is you want to take less coffee and alcohol. Next one, you want to eat more fruits and vegetables and whole foods. Take appropriate protein, not too much protein, not too less. Please make sure your protein is appropriate. Now, you want to drink enough of water, like 1 liter or 12 glasses of water a day is considered normal water intake. Another one, which is the last one, is you want to have adequate rest. At least 8 hours a day sleep is recommended. I'm sure that a lot of people are guilty of this. I am also guilty, but I have my way of getting my sleep back if I'm short of 8 hours. So I want you to do the same thing and have your 8 hours every day. While we're waiting on our guests to reconnect, let us take a break and we will be right back. Let us listen to what
First and
you got to
foremost,
tell us.
we are peaceful protesters. And the second thing that is very important is that justice must be served, whether there are death casualties or not. The fact that Nigerian soldiers can be so bold enough to shoot at peaceful protesters holding Nigerian flags, that is a serious cause for concern. That is actually a threat to peace in the society. That is actually inciting violence. And there is no way anybody will tell me in this world that that is how soldiers are meant to actually enforce curfew. A sudden curfew which is less than 24 hours. So somebody needs to own the responsibility to this before we can't claim we're fighting police brutality and we saw this menace, that shooting, and we now keep quiet and allow fear to reign. That is another new level of slavery, new level of silence. And if care is not taken, if we keep too quiet, 70 years will be in another round of slavery in our own country. Because I cannot imagine if I am holding a Nigerian flag and I am running towards the soldiers or security at the Nigerian embassy here and they start shooting at me. That is the image that was sold, and that is why everybody in Lagos State, every elders, everybody, every stakeholder should rise up and first condemn this. First condemn this and ensure that you demand that somebody should pay for this. It is wrong, it is illegal, it is criminal for you to shoot live ammunition at protesters. And that is what we should do. That is what every Nigerian should agitate. Don't wait until it is done to your family. That is the true meaning of NSAS. We cannot be fighting NSAS and then this one come up and we all silent again. No, I'm not going to support this. Whoever it is should pay, even if it's my father.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that, but I'm just going to say that that's a very thick word. It's a very thick statement that if a citizen of a country is holding a country flag and the soldier, the army of that country shoot the person down, where is sovereignty? I don't know. I just don't get it. But I'm not going to conclude. I'm not going to judge because I'm not there. YOMI FABIYI was at that scene, if I'm not mistaken. He saw all that happened in Nigeria because he was on the street of Nigeria all the time. If not Lagos, maybe parts of Nigeria. He was on the street for those 2 or 3 weeks, fighting for human rights. And all the shooting, both the one in Lekki and on any part of Nigerian, roads or, street, I believe is aware of that. So I want to plead to Nigerian government to please do something. I know they are working on, a lot of things to put right, but we that live in diaspora, we need something to be sure of that, okay, my country is at peace. When our people are not at peace in Nigeria, we are not also going to be at peace anywhere we are in all over the world. And that is why you see all Nigerians all over the world supporting the youth, protesting in every country. Any country that you have Nigeria reside in, they all protest to show their support, to tell our government, to send signals to our government that all this happening in Nigeria, we are not in support of it. We are sick and tired of bad governance, bad corruptions. And I don't want anybody to get me wrong. We have good leaders and we also have bad leaders. It's everywhere in the world. But when when the bad is more than good, there's going to be a problem. So I am going to say, so please, Nigeria government, our leaders, our politicians, we want you to put things right. Do the right thing. It's not that we don't have the resources for it. We have the resources, we have the money. Please let us do the right thing. It is not for today, but for tomorrow, for our generation to come. All the parents play and pray for their children to inherit whatever they leave behind. And we also pray for our children to be the leaders of tomorrow. Where are the children? Where are the youth that will be the leader of tomorrow? When we are killing them here and there. It is just so sad that this is happening in Nigeria, and I believe correction can be made. So at this time, our guest couldn't join us back. So I want to say a big thank to all our viewers and whoever, I just want to say I apologize for this because our guest, it's on assignment and he was fortunate to get in right time that we're about to introduce him. And I think the network problem is the problem at this time in Nigeria. Please continue to support us by joining us every Sunday on this program. You can also contact us for any question on health and wellness or nutrition at 234-904-855-6501. We hope you really enjoyed today's program, and I'm Betsy Olayinka Folari Akinosotu, aka BOFA. Until next week, we meet in good health. Be well, safe, and healthy. Have a good day and sleep well. Bye and good night.
Done so much for me, I cannot tell it all.